All right. I think it's recording, so fingers crossed. Okay. Well, before we get started, let's just do a little quick intro. You guys could just introduce yourselves, and we'll start by the person on the top left. So let's start with Rick.
Oh, wait. Let me turn the camera around. Hey, everybody. I'm the new guy. Nice to meet you.
What up?
Rick.
Welcome.
Yeah, I don't know. You didn't say what I should say, so yeah,
Yep,
that's
that was
it.
good. That was good.
That's what I got.
Go ahead, Mitz.
Hi, I'm Mitzi, TJ's
Nice.
mom.
Sweet bride. All right, go ahead, Mom.
I'm Carrie, TJ's mom.
Oh, nice. My sweet mother. Go ahead, Bria.
Hello, everyone. I'm Bria.
Nice. All right, John. Maybe. John, you there? We've got the looks. Let's see. Or not. Let's go to Amanda and Ben.
Hi, I'm Amanda. This is Ben.
What's up?
That was easy.
That was easy. That
Right?
was easy,
See? We keep
right?
it short and sweet, right? All right, somebody is on a cell phone, but I don't have a name, so whoever that is, if you want to say who you are.
Shoot.
Possibly me. I'm
Oh,
on cell phone.
oh,
This is
awesome.
Karen.
What up, Karen? And then it
I'm
sounds
back.
like John's back too.
Can you
Or
guys hear me all right?
yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. I can't hear you guys. I think something happened when I plugged in my microphone. I think my computer thinks my microphone's a speaker.
Ah,
Anyway, I'm John Philpott. I have no idea what anyone else has been saying, but I came on board with Fitness Realty in June, and I've sold a couple of houses, and I'm now under contract both to sell and purchase a home for my niece and her husband.
nice.
We actually went and just showed the rest of the family, including the kids, the house this evening. It was kind of fun. See the kids. Is this our new home? Anyway, yeah.
Nice.
Anyway,
Well,
fun. I'm gonna try and figure out my sound.
yeah, try to figure out your sound. And then last but not least, Sunny, if you just want to say hi to everybody.
Hi, everyone. Sorry, I was on a phone call. I tried to connect on the phone call and then I decided I could join on this way. So that
Yeah,
was me switching over. But nice to meet you guys.
no worries, no worries. Glad you're here. All right. I am going to share my screen and then we'll kick it off a little bit. Mhm. All right. Let me know if you guys can see that.
Yes, I can.
Sweet. Awesome. Let's see. Let me hit this ignore button. Okay. Well, without further ado, I want to just welcome everybody here. Of course, I'm TJ, the broker. And then this is our team meeting that'll be for March. I'm going to try to be better at hosting these. We have been not that good in the past, and mostly just because I like one-on-ones better. But I find that I guess people enjoy team meetings a little bit and want more info and just want to see what we're up to. So I've put together a lot of our info, and I've also put together a ton of the places where you guys can connect with us. And so I will be recording this. So if you have to jump in or out or whatever, there will be a recording that I'll throw up on YouTube that you guys can review later. Plus, if there's a lot of links and things that you want to write down while it's on the screen, go ahead and write it down. But if I'm moving too fast or something, you guys can always stop me, of course. But if you want to review it later, it'll just be on YouTube for you. All right, so here is our agenda. We're going to go over some huge congrats. Let's see. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm in full screen mode here. Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, So we're going to go do some huge congrats, and then we're going to talk about FitCon that's coming up this year. We'll go over some swag, scams. We always talk about those. Low percentage deals, just to make sure everybody's aware. Connecting platforms, which I'm really excited about. I really want to make sure everybody's connecting with us so that you can also make sure that you are being seen by our network. So that one will be exciting. And then we're going to go over some earnest money and trust account instructions, just make sure everybody understands how that process works, and to make sure that we're putting the money in the right account and things like that. So I'll make sure everybody knows. We'll go over some training items and just some GWiz information on that slide, and then some new horizons about where the company is headed and future potential for everybody in this room or on our staff. All right, so some huge congrats, of course. So let's start off with some wins. We have had a ton of closings. Let's see, Sunny in this room, she's closed a bunch already. John in this room's closed a bunch already. I closed one a couple of weeks ago, and then I've got 3 or 4 more under contract right now. My mom's got 2 new listings coming up here soon, and so we're rocking and rolling as a staff. So we're excited about that. Just wanted to say kudos to everybody that's working really hard. I know if you haven't closed anything yet, you're still working really hard, and it will come. We just have to keep on grinding. So some newer agents are finding success. So Sunny and John are relatively brand new to us and just crushing it. So I'm excited for you guys. So thank you for all your hard work. Some of our seasoned veterans, if Jacob was in here, he's one of our seasoned veterans, just continues to crush it. And he is part of that 6 million that we've closed already as well. And so it's pretty exciting to see that we're already well above where we were last year. And so I find that we're bringing on the correct people, and you guys are actually taking the things that you're learning and applying those and then finding those deals. And so it's fun for us to watch you change your lives, and it's fun to just enhance your lives. So I'm excited about it. All right, we did hire some new agents. So Rick is one of the new agents that's in here. So welcome. And then, well, I shouldn't say agent. Sorry. Rick is in the school getting ready to get licensed, similar to Bria. So you guys are well on your way to becoming agents. And then a heads up, our media coordination is going really well. We are launching everywhere. We've got a ton of stuff happening for Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, everything that I'll talk about on the connecting platform slide. And then we do have a new landing page that's going to come up here soon, which I'm excited about. And the way the new landing page will work is if somebody also wants to talk to a realtor on there, I will get a little blurb about who that is. And then I'll put it out on the chat channel, so it'll be first come, first serve for that. I don't know how many clients or potential clients will come through that. We are going to start advertising people to come to the landing page. So we may have a lot of people come through that. We may not. But just be watching on the chat channel, because I'll just say, hey, we got a lead from the landing page who wants it, and whoever's the first one, I'll just send you their info and get you in contact with them. And then we are going to a broker convention soon, me and my mom in Phoenix. So I'm excited about that, to see what tools they have and the things that we can bring back for our staff. So that one's going to be fun too. Any questions about anything on this slide? Nice. I guess I'm doing a good job. Okay, let's talk about FitCon really quick. FitCon 2022. So we do have a sign-up sheet that I'm going to exit this full screen mode real quick. And then I'm going to flash over here to the training slide. So hopefully you guys can see this as well. Really fast, what we have set up. Let me make this bigger. You guys can't see that. Okay, can you guys see that pretty good? Okay. So we have FitCon 2022. It's going to be Friday the 22nd and Saturday the 23rd. The way I have the time set up is the beginning time. And if you are in, let's say you're in the 2 o'clock time, you're going to be there from 2 o'clock and then wait for the agent that's going to come at 3 o'clock. And we only have room for 2 agents in the booth at any given time. All the booths that we've ran, we've found that anything more than 2 is just hectic, and sometimes it's even better if it's just 1. So even if you're the solo agent that's signed up, you'll probably still be fine because it'll just be fun for you to run the entire booth. John's got a lot of experience with that from the last FitCon we did. There were times that he was by himself and just crushing it. But anyway, I wanted to make sure you guys knew where this schedule's at, so you can look at your schedules and let me know if you want a slot. But it will be on the training slide. So it's under this the training slide just like normal, and then it's under FitCon 2022. And then once we get done with FitCon, I'll delete this tab. Also, side plug, if you ever want to see the team meetings, this is where I'm going to load it, so you can have a link to the YouTube channel, and then you can watch it on your own time. All right, so keep in mind, just let me know what you guys want for FitCon. Let me go back to making this the right size. Sorry. Okay, so I'm asking a few questions on here. A lot of them are just rhetorical questions. Are you signed up yet? I really want to make sure you guys get the slot that you want. Sometimes like the early shift might be a little busier, or the late shift might be the busier one. It's kind of a crapshoot at FitCon. This year, instead of being outside in Lehigh, it's going to be indoors at the Salt Palace or Gallivan Center or whatever they call it now. Which is nice because now we don't have any of the weather items that were happening last year. So like we had rain, we had heat. People can't really walk around that long when it's like 102. So it's like when we go to the indoor venue, there's way more people, and they walk around for hours and hours. So there's a lot of good opportunity. So I just want to make sure you guys know it's not outdoors like last year. So you'll have plenty of time to just hang out inside, come and enjoy the venue. We will have like 4 or 5 passes, I think. Don't quote me on that. I don't know what they're giving out this year. Last year it was only like 3. I've been told we're getting more, but none of it's guaranteed. So I'll try to give somebody a pass that has the most booth time, minus myself, because I'll probably be there the entire time, and probably my mom, because she'll probably be there the entire time. We'll just be hobnobbing around talking to other people. But we'll try to get you a pass if you have a lot of time. And then if you don't get a slot, let's say all the slots fill up, I would still encourage you to come out, because there will be a lot of people walking around with Fitness Realty gear on. So if you have yours on as well, then it'll just make our presence really known, and it'll be kind of exciting. And then I have made a FitCon event on Facebook for everybody to share. If you haven't started sharing that, I recommend start inviting your friends to it so that they can pick up their tickets early. It will be cheaper. They can get a swag bag, which I believe is the only the first 1,500 tickets or something like that. But don't quote me on that either. But there is a bunch of free stuff if they go early. And then do you have enough swag? Because we're about 6 weeks out from FitCon. And so I really want to make sure you guys have enough swag. Excuse me. Which brings me to the next item of business, is our swag. So I have the link in here for the store. One side note, Fitness Realty, the corporation, just doesn't make any extra money if you use the swag store. It just makes it easier for you to order things that have already been pre-made, or the logo's already pre-made, so that you can just order, ship it to your house, no problem. But you can take the logo anywhere. Anybody on our staff can take our logo and print it on anything. So if you have a friend that's in vinyl or screen printing or anything like that, you can print on just about anything you want. We've just tried to make the swag store an easy venue, so you can just pop in, order something, and get it shipped. Okay, so that is the link. Make your accounts, log in, check it out. A side note to all of the swag that's on there, if you don't like what's on there or you want to add new things, just write me an email or text or whatever, or call me or whatever, and let me know if you want something specific in there that's not. They do have a ton of different items, and we can add a lot more to the swag store. It's just I don't know what you guys want, so you have to tell me, and then we add those and we make it happen. All right, something that I just am always interested about is what's stopping you from getting some more swag and making sure that you're wearing it as much as possible. I'm pretty much wearing mine 24/7, and Karen and my mom and my wife can really attest to this, that when we were at the home show yesterday, we were all wearing some swag, and people were really like, I just saw this logo like 2 people ago, because we were kind of all meandering. And people really started asking us questions like, what is it? What do we do? Are we a gym? And then we got a lot of opportunities to educate everybody. And it was really fascinating to watch all of us in our swag and really kind of promoting the idea of people to ask us questions about it. So if you have a barrier that's stopping you, let me know what that is. And you can, if it's something obscure, text it to me. If you don't want to be judged or anything like that, but just let me know so that I can help you get more swag or get on board. All right, something that my mom does is the vehicle window decals. It's kind of difficult for some, like an individual agent, to go somewhere and try to get a vehicle window decal. So we can get those for you. It just takes a little bit of time. So work with that with my mom. And if her time gets just crunched on, then she might not be able to do that. So get it done early. Okay, any questions about swag or... Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Amanda.
So recently, Carrie put out that she was ordering more. Will you just let us know when they're ready, or how do we get those? On the window decals.
Which ones did you order?
I think we ordered a large and a small.
Yeah, gotcha. I do have you down for Ben.
Okay.
She hasn't gotten back to me yet. So once she does, it's like a week out, and then I'll let you know, or I'll
Okay,
drop them off.
perfect. I wanted to make sure we didn't miss it somewhere.
Yeah, you didn't.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Awesome. Great question. Also, welcome, Corey. What up? Corey's in new agent status. He's in school, similar to Bria and Rick. So that is awesome. Glad you made it, Corey. Welcome. Okay, so yeah, on the window decal stuff, if you want one, just chat with my mom, text her, and she'll let you know like when she's ordering them. She can get them in different colors too, and different sizes. And then the decals are really, really sturdy. So like we've had ours on our windows for a year now, I think, and some change, and like it looks brand new. So make sure you get that. It's like a easy mobile billboard. And it's just easy to get more eyes on it. Go ahead, Amanda.
So if you order it now, will we have it by FitCon, you think? The shirts and stuff?
From the swag store, it depends on what you order. If it's something that says it's 4 weeks out, probably not. But some of the stuff they have in their warehouse, and it will ship like 2 days after you order it. So that stuff you can get. And then a kind of a hidden note that I try to add with the swag store is it is a little bit more expensive in the store. And that's some of the setup costs that are just inside of all the items. But the other part of it is I try to order a size that I like, and one up and one down from that. And then I pick which size I like for myself and then give away the other 2 items. Because some of the sizing is just kind of wonky, but like for the family or for kids or friends and stuff, it's easy to just say, I'm going to order a large, and then I'm going to order an extra large and a medium. And if the extra large is what fits, then I'll just give away the other items. So that's a great way to do it. But if people don't want to order that much swag, that's okay too.
So you mentioned getting the current emblem or the picture on your hat right now that I can see.
Yep.
To print on our own. How did you say we get that?
So the logos and different colors are in the share drive. So the view only marketing docs and more folder on Google Drive should have like JPEG versions and then like the print versions. I don't know what that stuff's called, so don't quote me on that. But there's versions of the logo that people can manipulate that know how to do logo stuff.
I followed you on the JPEG and that part, but the first part was like the Google what? The where? Where's that at? The share drive? What?
Yep, the Google Share Drive. So if you are, I'll just show you really fast. Let me exit full screen mode. So if you're in your Chrome browser and you open up a brand new Chrome and you're logged into your Fitness Realty account, you can hit the 9 boxes or 9 dots and hit Google Drive. And once you go to Google Drive, there will be a folder that is in your shared drives or in a folder called Shared with Me. And it's called the View Only Marketing Docs and More. So that's like where the trust account information's at. That's also where we have all our marketing docs. The logos are in here as well. And everybody should have access to this. So if you try to log into it and you can't find it, let me know and I'll come and meet with you guys. And then if you don't have access to it, then I can get you access to it. But I'm pretty sure everybody here has it that has a Fitness Realty email. Some of the people that are in school that don't have a Fitness Realty email yet, they won't have it. But it's this logos folder right here.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, awesome. Yep.
And you can use any of these. Okay. Yeah, that was a great question. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions about FitCon or swag? Awesome. Oop, go to the next slide. Okay, let's talk about scams. People are always trying to get you to buy gift cards for them. They're always going to try to say that they're my mom. And apparently they've said that they are me now. I think there's been a couple of those. So if my mom's asking you for money, that's definitely a scam. She's never going to ask you for money. If it's me, I'm not going to ask you for money. I'll go to my mom first. Like, Mom, please. Just kidding. But anyway, just be really cautious because they do look legitimate and they have a really good way of being interrogative about it. And one of the times that a scam happened, one of our individuals lost $800. So just be very, very careful. Any questions about scams? That's kind of an easy one. Probably not. Okay. All right, let's talk about low percentage deals. This portion, we came out with it about 6 or 8 months ago. We put it into the new agent pamphlet. It is a opportunity for you to have full flexibility on your commission and just make whatever you want to make with your clients. Of course, that's the negotiating tactics that you have. But if you want to run a low percentage deal, you just have to make sure that it's above 1.9% for your side of the commission. And that will help count for your progression, like through the tier progression for commission splits. It'll also count for profit sharing progression. Now, if you have a family member and you really want to hook them up and you want to do a low percentage deal, that's quite all right. You can definitely do that. But if it's below 1.9%, it just won't count for all those progression items, but you're definitely able to do those anytime you want. So we've had agents in the past that they want to represent themselves but not push any of the commission through the company, and that's okay. Just those deals won't count, and then none of that actually counts for income. So I always like to try to show you that you're still making the money when you do something like that, and then you get to count it for income, and it counts for all your progressions, which just moves you closer and closer to the next 5% in your pocket. And the faster you can grind through that, the faster you just get to make more and more of the commission split. Any questions about that? That one's probably the most confusing slide on here, especially if you haven't closed anything yet. That probably won't make a lot of sense, which is okay. I'll walk you through it. It's okay. All right. Well, moving on. I feel like this is going to be a fast meeting. Which is okay. I like fast meetings, but this slide in particular, we may have some time to kind of merge together a little bit. So I want to talk about the connecting platforms because we are really growing on every platform. Currently, we have about 1,700 followers on Facebook. We have about 4,000 followers on TikTok. We have like 5,000 followers on Instagram. So we're growing pretty fast. And I want to make sure that you guys have access to that and that you are getting the opportunities that you deserve with your material. So I'm going to exit full screen real quick to make sure I've hit all these slides. Obviously, this is the training slide. You guys have seen that. This is the swag store. So I wanted to make sure I hit this, but I should have hit this when we were talking about the swag store, so I apologize. Something that I found is really awesome is these Port Authority Core Fleece blankets. They're $8.50, which is just cheap for a embroidered blanket. And they're like 50 inches by 60 inches, so they make really good throw blankets or something. My wife could coach me on that. I don't know anything about throw stuff at all, but you could display the logo or give it to clients and stuff like that, and it's relatively inexpensive. And these, I know that they can ship pretty fast. So when I ordered mine, I think they came in like 2 weeks. Okay, let's move on from that. Okay, let's talk about Zillow. So I have all the tabs open across the top for the connecting platform. So I want to take some time for you guys to actually take the time to connect with us, and then either jot down on a piece of paper or your notes or whatever's next to you about each platform that I want you to try to connect with. And mainly because since we are growing, there are a lot of opportunities that people are going to see our team, and they're not going to be able to pick me or my mom because we're busy. So then obviously we want them to pick somebody on our staff rather than going to Keller Williams or Coldwell Banker. So if we have friendly faces that they can choose and people that they really think that they can connect with, that's what I want to do. And I want to make sure that you guys can piggyback off of all the success and growth and actually make some of the success and growth look like it's yours as well. So when we're in the team setting, like in this Zillow team right here, so Zillow is the first one. So make sure you write down Zillow to connect with. And Zillow makes it really easy for us to connect to agents that are on our staff. It literally is just me finding you on the Zillow site for the agent site. So make sure you make an agent account and not a client account. But then I just go onto Zillow and I find you and I click connect, and it connects you to our team, or it sends you an email that says, do you want to connect with Fitness Realty? And then just hit accept. And then once you join, so like on Ben's, I have you in pending, like I've sent it to you, but it might be in your spam, so check there. And then Skylar, I have his is pending as well. But everybody else that we've connected with on here, their profile gets to be shown on Zillow with like a ton of extra views and reviews. So like you'll be able to have a bunch of the reviews and things and sales in your history. So like on my mom's, you're seeing 30 sales in the last 12 months. So it's picking up all of her sales. It's picking up Fitness Realty team. It's got her reviews. It's really kind of showing, it's showing the rest of the community out there how successful we are as a team. And I want you guys to be able to piggyback on that, like I said. Okay, so Zillow is one. I want to connect with you guys. So once you have a Zillow agent account, not the client account, let me know what name you put it under. If it's just your regular name or you use your legal name or anything interesting, just let me know that, and then I'll find you on Zillow and I'll connect you to our team, and then you can see what that adapts to your personal profile, and all of the sales and things kind of get bundled together so that you can also show how successful you are being a part of the staff. Okay, any questions about Zillow? Zillow is kind of the easier one. Sweet. All right, moving on. Let's move to, let me make sure I'm on schedule here. Okay, yeah. Okay, Realtor.com is much, much more difficult to connect with. So when we're talking about Realtor.com, make sure you write this one down. This is another connecting platform that I want to make sure you get connected with us, so that that our sales can look like your sales, and you can really make sure that people are looking at you as a realtor instead of like, oh, you have no knowledge or no experience. Well, we want to make sure that people are seeing you in a different way. So get connected with Realtor.com, but it's the same principle. Make a Realtor.com agent profile. Make sure it's the agent side, not the client side. And just don't quote me on that. If it has to start as a client and then you can put it as an agent, there is a way to get that done. I believe Ben and Amanda have had troubles with the Zillow side and maybe even the Realtor.com side. So you just have to spend some time on the phone with them. It is a pain in the butt. I know my mom had to spend 1 or 2 hours on the phone with Realtor.com to get her profile loaded correctly. I also had to do the same thing, so it's just annoying. But once you get it loaded, then it's all good, and you can put all your profile info in there. This one's the only one that's complicated, though, because Realtor.com uses this NRDS number, which is your National Realtor Identifier or something like that. And the NRDS number, if you don't have it, you can contact the Board of Realtors, and they should be able to point you in the right direction to get your NRDS number, and then it's emailed to you from the National Realtor Association. And then that NRDS number is the thing that makes it so that I can connect you to the team, because I have to put it right here in this NRDS ID. So without that, I can't get you to join the team on Realtor.com. I have been seeing a lot of teams blowing up on Realtor.com with a lot of leads. People are still going to Zillow and Realtor.com first before anywhere else. So we might as well grow our presence on both of those platforms so that we are capturing more of the people that are unrepresented before they go to Coldwell Banker or something. All right. Any questions about Zillow or Realtor.com? Sweet. Okay. I think we're good there. Okay. Let's go to Google My Business. So we have a Google My Business profile. So this is what's shown on Google out there everywhere. This happens to be the managing products side. So let me just go to the home side really fast. So you guys have looked up tons of stuff into Google and said, I want to go eat food somewhere or whatever. This profile here is what's shown on like Google searches. It looks like this. Oh, sorry, my screen's kind of wonky, but it's this right-hand side right here. So you can see Fitness Realty. You could click on things, our phone number. People can read reviews. You guys have looked stuff up on Google all the time. Like, this is not new, but this profile helps people if they're Googling real estate near us or agents or get my home sold or something like that, so people can find us. What I'm trying to do is make sure that you guys have a profile set up on here, or your bio and things. The hard part for me is we have so many platforms that you really want to make sure you write down our platforms and that you're checking it often and making sure that you're on there. So like in this one, we go to our products. Our products are our agents. So that's how I have it set up. So I have tried to put each one of you up here that have a bio. So like Karen doesn't have a bio up here yet. And that's probably my bad. Also, I'm going to make a note to put you up here. So I apologize about that. But if you don't see your profile up here, then I probably missed it. So probably Amanda and Ben, I haven't done yours. So like I said, there's a lot of platforms for me to keep up on. So if you're checking it and you don't see yourself, text me and say, TJ, hey, my profile's not up here. Will you hook it up? That way I can make sure that it's up there. Similar to all the platforms, though, I'm trying to make it so that we're all connected. But sometimes Google will change something and somebody's bio will get lost. I don't really know that somebody's gets lost. So you have to tell me. So you just keep monitoring all the stuff we're putting out there and making sure that it all looks accurate. All right. Google My Business profile is getting a ton of action on it as well. Let me just take you to this. So in the last quarter, we've had 3,445 searches, which is insane, especially for a small real estate company. And this one's kind of an interesting piece here. So they've seen us on our business. So they viewed us a ton of times. They usually view us on that search, which is the one that I just showed you. And sometimes they'll see it on maps. So if you've ever been in Google Maps and you're like, food near me, and like you see little icons all over the place, that's in maps. So you can really see like we started to jump up a little bit in views, and that's because the media coordinator's launching more of our posts. So just be ready for that. we're riding this wave with the media coordinator, and I want to make sure you guys can capitalize on that as well. This one's kind of fun down here. We do have a ton of photo views, so 8,360 or more. This used to show us compared to other businesses, and other businesses were like not even 1% of what we had. So I love putting out pictures. If you guys go to the business page on Google, you can actually load your own pictures up on there, which would be really, really cool. And you can start to get more views and get more people seeing your content as well. All right. Any questions about Google My Business? I know this is like a wealth of knowledge just being dumped on you. So if you're writing questions down on the side of a notepad or something, that's cool. Just keep it going and then text me or whatever. All right. No questions. Either this is way too deep or I'm doing very good. Okay. Let's see. Up next is our main website. So you guys have seen this, fitnessrealty.com. There will be a new landing page, like I said, eventually, that'll be in front of this. So if you type fitnessrealty.com, it'll come to this. But if you search us on Google, there will be a landing page that just looks a little cleaner. And it's just a little bit more pleasing to the eye. But this is... Oh, excuse me. This is really kind of informal here. Or I don't know about informal. That's probably the wrong word. But we've really dialed our website back to how many tabs we have. So I really just like people to come on this main site. They either can call us directly or they can go to the team. And then they can just go through the team. And they can select an agent. Like I said, we have our analytics that are tracking how often people come to the website. So I want to make sure you guys know that you should come to the website often and check to make sure your profile's there and make sure that it looks good. And then you could copy your profile link and put it out all over your social media and send people to this page more frequently, which will just boost the SEO for it. And more people will be able to track us on Google. And more people will find us just like naturally or whatever they call it. John might know it.
The word is organically.
There we go. Organic. Yes. Thank you. Yes. So make sure you're posting your profile up on places, connected with your social media, of course. And then if you're not up here, we are kind of going through the revamp. So like, I think, Karen, I have her info, but I can't put it up on this page yet, until we're done with the landing page. And then I'll tweak everything on here and I'll be able to upload more. So right now it's kind of backburnered, but since things are backburnered a little bit, make a note and just keep on me and make sure that I'm doing it eventually when I have access to it again. All right. Any questions about the website? Sweet. Okay. Up next is the Jive line. This just is the phone numbers that are listed on the Jive line currently. The way to get listed on the Jive line so that you can have access to this is to finish all of the training requirements and at least green it up to 100% for one time. And then I load your phone number to the Jive line. So as I'm making new videos, it's easier if you just slam out and try to get to 100%. Then tell me, hey, I'm at 100%, load my phone number. And then when I make new videos, you're always going to be added on this because I never take it away unless you quit the company. But I want to make sure everybody has access to these leads that are coming in. Sometimes it's telemarketers, of course, so you kind of have to grind through that, but at least the leads are coming to you instead of you hammering somebody's door down or making cold calls and stuff like that. And legitimately, the people that are looking for us and they want to speak to a realtor, they're ready for some info. So if you pick it up and it is one of those clients, they're ready to ask you questions. They're ready to do something like that day. So it's kind of interesting. They're like ready to go, especially if they call on the phone, because a lot of people are scared about that nowadays. So I want to make sure everybody gets on there. So finish your training, get onto the Jive line, and then you can have access to those free leads. They come in from like 9 o'clock in the morning till like 6 o'clock at night. And then I'll show you how to answer the phone properly. Not like what to say, because I don't tell you what to say. I'll show you how to like answer the phone and click a button to make sure the lead goes to you instead of somebody else. And there's a training video all about that. So if you finish the training, you'll also get that. But if you need hands-on, I'm here to help. Okay, any questions about the Jive line? All right. Up next, social media. Okay, let's start with Facebook. If you aren't connected with us on Facebook, please do so. If you are seeing our posts but not liking them, commenting, and sharing, then try to do that too. I know that's a lot of stuff to do, and sometimes you might not see it, which is fine. But it does help the algorithm in Facebook promote it to other people that are outside of the network so that more and more people can see the content. And just like John was saying, it's that organic growth that we need and is actually better for the page than paid advertising. The paid advertising does get a lot of hits, but it's not the right hits. And so we just need your guys' help to come on and share information. So real quick, if you get onto the Facebook page, it is just facebook.com/fitnessrealty. If you ever get lost or you can't find it, just type it in the search bar or text me. I'll help you find it, or I'll send you a link to it or whatever. I'm very good about making sure you can find it. The thing that I want to show on here is the events. So make sure you go to the Fitness Realty events. And then we do have trail running every week on Saturday. I just did it for the first week on yesterday, and it was crazy. It was just myself, but I ran 6 and some change miles up the canyon of Dimpledale. So if you want to come and train and just get ready for the Spartan race, we have opportunity for that. We do have an ADPI meetup, which is all active duty stuff, or military connected or veteran connected. So if you have veteran friends and you want to teach them how to get into multifamily deals or passive wealth generation in real estate, this is a great meetup group. The one that I want to show you guys, though, is this FitCon 2022. I want to make sure that you log in to it and get to the event and then invite all your friends to it. Currently, we only have 20 responses. I think we only have like 18 people going or something like that, which we're not running FitCon. We're just helping to promote it. But I do have a link in here for people to get their tickets so they can find it very, very easily. But just bringing more insight to FitCon and getting people to come and see you or see the booth or see the logo is going to be exceptional. So make sure you get connected to Facebook. Another thing with Facebook, when you come to post onto the Fitness Realty page, let me know when you post, and then I'll share it again, and I'll share it onto my personal page. Just like we did with Sunny, she's got a bunch of stuff that she's been doing, of course, with the listings. But when she posts, I try to see it. Then I like, share, and comment. Or if it's just Instagram, I'm just liking and commenting. And then I try to share it to my Instagram Reels or stories or whatever it's called. But this is a great place for you to get more access to more eyeballs on your stuff, because we have 1,700 people on this Facebook page on our followers. And like I said, they're not all going to pick They're all not going to pick me or my mom. So when we get more people in there looking at your stuff, that's better for you. All right. Any questions about Facebook? All right. Up next is Instagram, fitness.realty. Or if you can't find us, just type it in the search bar. It'll pop up. But on Instagram, we do have 5,000 followers. Like I said, I cannot service 5,000 people. So somebody out of here is going to pick you instead of us, like me or my mom. So there are a lot of people seeing our content. I want to make sure you guys capitalize on that. We do post on our reels and stories. And then the media coordinator is posting our little blog posts or the business builder course and the podcast, which we'll get to the podcast here in a second. So you can see we have relatively low likes. I wish I could show the views on here, because we are getting a lot more views on each one of these posts. So it is growing like crazy. So the thing about Instagram is I want to make sure that you guys are connected to that and that you can see our posts and post it onto your story. If you're just like, I don't know what real estate things to post, let us do that. And then you just copy it and share it across your network, and just make it look like you were doing it. That's fine. All right. Any questions about Instagram? I know that one's kind of an easy one. All right. Well, let's get to TikTok because TikTok is blowing up. Facebook has more dead accounts than live accounts. So people are migrating across away from Facebook, of course. They're moving to TikTok, and TikTok is kind of like meth for the brain because it's 15 seconds of little spaz stuff, and it's nice and fun to watch and easy to kill time, right? Bria's like, it's not good, right? We can kill some time for sure. But if you are on TikTok, make some stuff, tag us in it, and I'll help share it across our platforms because I want to get people seeing you. We were following about 10,000 people. I've brought that way down. I'm going to start following these followers and follow them back. Oh, excuse me. Follow them back so that we can continue to grow that side. And I'm hoping that we'll probably be close to 10,000 here rapidly. I just opened up TikTok again. I had it a long time ago and I had this Fitness Realty account. But we just reopened it maybe 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. And we went from like 50 followers to 4,000. And then they are pumping out our podcast and other material and little short stories on TikTok for us with the media coordinator. So if you see stuff like that that's on there with that, you can duet those videos. You can take them to your channel. Feel free to use all of it for your own page. Like all of it's open for you to use. And I want to make sure that you have content. So every piece of content you see from us, you can actually steal, borrow, whatever you want. Just take it and run with it and use it on your own channel. And I'm giving you full permission to do that. Okay. Any questions about TikTok? All right. I know maybe some people don't have it, so download it if you want to, but be careful to not waste too many hours. There's a word of caution. Okay, let's see. Okay. Lastly, well, not lastly, but here's the podcast. Excuse me. So we have launched our podcast on Spotify. We have launched it on Spotify, and it will go up on Apple eventually. Apple has a lot of like criteria that you have to meet to actually launch it on Apple. So that will take a little bit of time, but it will go out on Apple. I've shot like 28 raw episodes already. So please jump on the podcast, listen to it, share it with your friends, show the team that you're a part of. All of that is at your fingertips for you to use and utilize. And I want to make sure that you have that content. And if you take our content and you want to write a little bit extra about it, like maybe you have an insight for a specific market or a specific experience that you had, really tweak that and make it sound like you, and then write about it and put it out there. And then once you put it out there and I see it, hopefully I'll share it. If I don't see it, shoot me a link to it and I'll start sharing it and liking it for you. Okay, lastly, we do have our YouTube channel. You guys know all about that though because of the training platform, but our podcast is being launched on there as well. So you guys can you can check it out, share it, comment on it, whatever. Same thing there. Take the content and put it on your own social media and really share it across the network so that we can have that spider web effect and make sure that people are seeing you. What's nice is some of the SEO behind like YouTube and Facebook, once you share it across your platform, the people from our network will start seeing you and they'll friend request you. They'll want to see what you're up to. So more people can see you and what you're doing. Okay, any questions about YouTube or any of the connecting platforms? I know that was like a heap of information. Okay, so really I want to make sure we're all connected. So if you're not getting connected with me on all these platforms, text me, call me, whatever, and I'll help you get connected and I'll help you share the content across multiple platforms. Okay, let's talk about earnest money and trust account process. First, you're going to collect the earnest money in the form of a check. That's the easiest for the lender to source. They love that a lot better than wires, because sometimes they can't source where the wire came from if it was an outside bank account. And if it was gifted to them from a family member, they will hate that one. So make sure it's a check. It could be a cashier's check or personal check, either one. But just make sure that it is a check, because that's the easiest one. Take a picture of all the earnest money checks you receive so that you have a record of it. And then you're going to fill out the receipt of earnest money form, which some agencies really want this form. If you're doing an in-house deal with us, I don't really care about that form, because if you didn't put the trust account or the earnest money in the trust account, your commission's just going to be light, like really, really light. So make sure you put this in there. But you don't have to do the form if it's for us, but other companies will want to see that form. So make sure you just get into a habit of filling it out. Then you'll deposit it into Mountain America with the trust account info, which is in that share drive. So like Amanda and Ben, later on, I'll show you with that drive if you need more help with it, but the trust account info is in there. So you can really you can literally either print that out or have it on your phone, show up to Mountain America, show them the account number, put the earnest money check into that account, and then always text me the name and the amount that were for those clients so that I can put it on our tracking sheet. The biggest part there is the liability at the division. If they come and audit us, I have to have a name and amount for every single piece of earnest money that's in the trust account. And so I really try to make sure that we're on point there, so that I don't lose the license for the entire brokerage firm and we all lose our jobs. Any questions about trust account or earnest money process? Oh yeah, just grinding through this. So thank you. I just appreciate all you guys' patience with me and just getting through all this material. So thank you. Okay, let's talk about training. We love personal responsibility for the training. I want to make sure that you're taking your career seriously. So if you're putting in time, but you're not putting in enough time, then you have to be the one to say that to yourself. You know, is it, I need to do 2 hours a day? Is it 4 hours a day? Is it like, I'm going to do 1 hour a day on TikTok and then I'm going to do 1 hour of studying or 1 hour of training? You know, that's up to you, but I want to make sure that you feel like you're taking your career seriously and that you're taking personal responsibility for it. We did have a guy quit recently and he was talking to me like I wasn't mentoring him. If you need me, you reach out to me. I'm here. I'll come running, and I have lots of experience with agents that are in here that know that I'm there to help you. I'll answer my phone unless I'm like taking a shower or something. But I'm pretty much married to my phone, maybe even more than my wife. Ooh, sorry, Mitts. Just kidding. But I want to make sure you are taking your career seriously. So if you need to put in more time, find a way to block out that time in your own schedule and make it happen, because there is so much opportunity out there, and it just takes you to get the knowledge inside your head and ready for those conversations so that you can be the agent that they need right in front of them. All right. And then how much time are you spending on your career each day? In my opinion, if you're probably not spending more than 2 hours a day, or you're not doing like a big bank of it on a Friday night or Saturday, you're probably not spending enough time, and that's fine. It just might not ever come to fruition for you. So if that's the case, that's okay. But if you want to actually work, then I think you need to be doing about 2 to 3 or 4 hours a day. And that depends on each person, right? If you're a person that can slam out stuff in 2 hours, no problem. If you take a little bit longer and it takes 4 hours, that might be the case. But I want to make sure that internally you're looking at yourself like, what am I doing to make sure that this happens? Because I have tons of avenues for you to go down and tons of opportunity. You just have to walk down that road. And to give you a for instance, there are a lot of new agents that we continue to hire, and we train the same way, and some of them make 30 or 40 grand and some of them make 0. So I'm like, I haven't figured out what the key piece is there, but I train the same. except for one key piece. The people that fall off the face of the planet go nowhere. So if you want to meet with me, just meet with me. And we'll get down to that below. The training headlines, though, I did show you the training sheet already. Just grind through the training. I know it's boring at times. If you can play it while you're driving, a lot of it you don't even need to be watching. You just need to be listening to it and learn the words that I'm saying so that you can learn what to say when you're talking to clients. But finish that training out and make sure that you're all green so you can get on the Jive line. And then something that we recently learned is you can't dual agent if you're the homeowner. So if you're listing your own house, you can't dual agent that. You have to do an unrepresented buyer for that buyer that comes in, or just launch it on the MLS and let an agent from the other side bring the buyer to you. But you can't do limited agency or dual agency if you are the homeowner. So don't do that. I'll be making a video about that, but I just wanted to make sure we got that out in this training video. Or team meeting, sorry. All right, and then your plan, your goal. This goes back to the same personal responsibility. If you want help making a goal, then I will help you. Spend time with me, come to Topgolf. If you have a normal job and you work in the day, perfect. I'll come and meet with you at night. I have tons of time. I say that, but I try to make time for you. So just text me what your schedule looks like. I will come and help you. And then what are the major barriers that you have right now? Nobody has to say those out loud right now. Just put those down on a piece of paper. And then when you meet with me, let me know what those barriers are. Because sometimes it's timing. It could be money. It could be you don't know what to say. It could be you have nobody to talk to, stuff like that. So whatever those barriers are, I want to break those down, but I don't know what they are. So I want to meet with you all. So it's going to be great. And then CE classes. I don't have any CE for this renewal. I just renewed not too long ago, so I have a lot of time to do that. But I'm probably going to start taking some of the CE classes that are over at Realty Path because they're free. And they provide you lunch. So if I sign up for one of those, I'll put it out on the chat channel. And if you guys want to go, you can come and get CE credits. Also, you can come and hang out with me. It's always fun, when we have extra people there, because then other agents are asking us questions. So it's a great time to just get in their face. And then lastly on the training is if you see an area for me to improve or the company to improve its processes, the door's always open for you. I'll never be like, oh, that's a stupid idea. I only want to hear ideas. Like, I just want to hear all your ideas because there's stuff that I just don't know. And I don't know the things that I don't know. And I think Misha Swan, she says that all the time. And so there's always room for improvement, and I always want to get better. And so it's up to you to bring that to me so that I know what it is, and then we can fix it and grow. Okay, any questions about training? And I know we're hitting the hour, so I'm going to wrap up pretty quick. I think there's only 2 more slides, and they're fast ones. Okay, New Horizons. So as a company, we did buy a rental late last year, and we're doing cash producing assets. And so we have the potential for new partners. If you haven't watched the Future Business Partners training video, it's in the training slide across the heading. It's like the 3rd video in. Watch that video. If you feel confident about the company and the growth and you want a piece of that action, we do have room for that. I'm always going to be looking for agents that might want to be brokers. So if that's in your horizon or you want to put that plan in place, I can literally show you how I did it. And I'll show you all the documents and everything to prepare so that you don't get blindsided because I had no help doing it for mine, other than my mom closing the deals for us. So that was always a bonus. But the paperwork and stuff, nobody was showing me that. So I will show you how to do all the paperwork if you want to become a broker. I'm always looking for agents that want to do that. We do have 2 in mind right now. One of them is Jacob Whetstone and the other one is Zach Everett. And the reason that I'm thinking of them is that they have enough sales and time to become a broker. So the rest of you, if that's on your plate and you want to get there, just let me know and I'll help coach you that way instead of just like a normal agent. And then the company as a whole is looking at a $3 million property to buy in North Carolina. So like I said, we are growing on the asset acquisition side. So if you want a piece of that action, watch the other video. If it really resonates with you, text me and set up a meeting and we'll chat with you about it. And then every agent can have an interview on the podcast, which I'm super excited about. While we were at the home show, I was literally asking some of the people that had more, I guess, boisterous personalities that were kind of more outgoing. I would ask them if they were interested in being on our podcast with whatever product they had. But I would rather show you guys first. So I want to make sure that you get an opportunity to come on the podcast and showcase what you do, your personality, your background, your experience level, stuff like that, where you can just really come on, have a good time, and people can learn you and learn who you are. So several of you, I'm sure that will be a great opportunity. If you're scared, I actually coach you through most of the conversation, so it's very natural. There's a few naturals in here that you won't need that, of course, though, so that'll be awesome. And then lastly, this, do you want to host an event or a meetup? If you want me to come and just chat with people with you, I'm always open to that, so let me know. I'll come and meet with whoever you want me to meet with. If you want to host a booth somewhere, let's say it's like Draper Days or Tooele something. I don't know what they have. I don't know what it's called out there. But if you see an opportunity and you want to run a booth, let us know, because I don't know all the events because they just pop up everywhere and I don't have time to watch all of them. But then we can get the booth, we can get the table, we can help you have the promotion stuff. Sometimes if we don't have the funds to do that, maybe we can go halvesies on it, because we do run a lot of marketing, and we do run out of marketing budget. But it is fun to go do these booths, and if you want to partner with us to do it and you want to host it and you have no idea what to do, I'll help you, coach you through that. If you want to host a Facebook event, I'm all for it. Just let me know what it is. We'll start hosting stuff. And then lastly, like this one really goes for everybody that's in St. George. So I'm not down there. So you have to find those events that you want to promote, and then I'll come down there and help you promote those. You just have to let me know. I'll put it on the schedule. I love to go to St. George and play golf. I mean, do work. So it is a good time. I just don't know the event. So if you get happy and excited about something, let me know what it is, and we'll host and we'll put it together. You know, I want to get our logo out there, and I want to get your guys' faces out there. All right. Any questions about New Horizons? All right. Last reattacks. First, before we get to last reattacks, my cell phone number is 801-891-5305. It shouldn't change forever. I know that recently I've had 2 different CRM phone numbers go out. You can either delete those completely or just put them as secondary under my name. But the 891-5305, that is my cell phone. Program that into your phones. Make sure that one is the primary. If you're texting me or calling me and it's not on that number, it's probably going to be a slower response. So just make sure that you have my regular cell phone number. If you hit me up on the chat channel, it's all good. Sometimes that's just a slower response, but I love the chat channel. So just be cautious. If you need me like an emergency status, just call me. Typically, if you call, I'll know it's like, whoa, this is hot. And I'll try to drop everything to get ready to answer the phone, or I'll call you right back. There are very, very limited times where I can't pick up my phone. So it's just so rare, but I want to make sure that you guys know that is my primary phone number. So make sure you program that in your phones. Okay. Now that we've gotten all that out of the way, what comments or questions do you have about anything, or reattacks or critiques or complaints? And the floor is open. Maybe I'll open everybody's mic and you'll all have to talk. I don't know if I can even do that. No, can't do that.
TJ, just a little feedback. You did a good job.
Oh,
And
thank
I'm
you,
not
sir.
saying that just to stroke your ego.
Thank you.
But,
It
you
doesn't
know.
fit through the door, right? Just kidding.
Yeah.
No, thank you, sir. I really appreciate you.
Yeah,
I hope.
I was gonna say my hand's not big enough to stroke your ego, but you know.
I've seen
But-
your. I've seen your hands.
Yeah, but
Just kidding.
no, good job.
Oh.
Very informative.
Thank you,
Helpful.
sir. Thank you. Yeah, and mainly, I really want to connect with all the platforms. I know I like harped on it a lot, but all those platforms are just well, minus Facebook. Facebook's kind of not growing. You guys have seen their stock tank. So as a company, they're really losing a lot of their foothold. But TikTok is growing like crazy. So if you want a lot of FaceTime, TikTok might be where it's at. Yeah. Anyone else?
Hey TJ, I'm curious to know what kind of content you think is what we're shooting for on TikTok and those platforms.
That is a great question. If you go to our platform, you'll see a lot of shirtless pictures of me trying
Saw
to do
that.
my 100-day challenge and random crap. So I'm open to random crap, like as long as it's not too like if it's cringeworthy, like, all right, let's not put that up there. So maybe my shirtless pictures, I'll have to take all those down. But yeah, I mean, because what's awesome is the content that you're interested in, your sphere is interested in that stuff. So I'm open to putting it up there, you know, as long as it's like, you know, we're not like beating dogs or something like that. I don't know. I don't have any topics that are outside of the realm right now, but
Okay.
now you can kind of see the gist. I'm
Absolutely.
always open to real estate material, of course, but too much of that and people will shut us out. So it's a really delicate balance of like cat videos and fun posts, and then like, hey, we're all running the Spartan race, or like something that I want to do with you, Corey, specifically is some karate stuff, and just showcase it, which would be awesome.
Right on. That's what I was thinking too. Cool.
Yeah. So that was a good question.
Sweet. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anyone else? Last comment, I guess, for me, really quick. If you want to see some fun marketing ideas, Sunny is a rock star natural, so check out her Instagram posts. I'm probably pretty sure like you get way more reviews than we do. One, you have a cute baby, so that's cheating. And so I don't have that anymore. But you do have some really awesome posts, so congrats on that. And then I'm just looking forward to keeping on connecting with it. And just a question for you: do you have a TikTok account that we can connect to? Okay.
Yeah, I definitely do. And
Okay.
I'm not so good at making videos. I've said this to everyone before as well. When it comes to like graphic design or anything like that, I'm super willing to help. You just shoot me over a text and kind of give me a general idea of what you're looking for, and I can totally help you with any business cards, posts, any social media. For most of my life, my work was marketing and graphic design, and so I do have that ability and can definitely help you reach the exact target audience that you're looking for. So don't be shy. I'm here to help.
See, and that's what's awesome. We have such interesting experiences and backgrounds with our staff, so it's just awesome. And thanks for putting out your services for everybody. That'd be cool. And then I just looked up your TikTok. Do you have anything other than just your name? Do you have a business one?
No, I don't think I have a business one yet.
Okay.
I'm still, with joining the crew not that long ago, it's been I've got a ton of experience thanks to you right off the bat. And so I'm kind of trying to wait till things mellow out a little bit. And then I'm going to bust out the headshots and kind of create brand awareness and start creating kind of like a brand identity, for
Cool.
who I want to be as a realtor and our team. And I can start kind of doing that more on my downtime.
Sweet.
It's been a little crazy, so I haven't had time right away, but I do plan on doing that soon.
Nice. Awesome. Well, and for everybody, how old is Scout? So that everybody knows.
She's 2 months. She's 2 months
Yikes.
yesterday. So just a new baby. I was signing contracts, and then I went into labor, and then I finished my contracts the next day.
Yep. Very exciting and also very hectic.
We're loving
what a crazy
the
time, right? Make sure you journal that.
Yeah, crazy times for sure.
Right. Okay. So does anybody have any last comments? I know all your time is valuable, so I don't want to keep you too long. All right. Well, I love you guys, and I love this team. I love where we're going, and we are growing like crazy. So if you aren't feeling like you're growing, come and hang out with me more. You're probably missing out on that. And then if you feel like things just aren't happening for you, if you haven't finished the training, that's like step 1. If you haven't connected with us on social media, step 2. If you haven't met with me in like weeks or months, or it's been even longer, meet with me. Come to Topgolf, or let's go get dinner or something, or whatever. Or we'll go get pedicures with Misha, our title lady, or something, right? There's things that are fun and you can connect with us. But if you're not doing that and you feel like you're in the dark, don't feel like you're in the dark. Just text me and come and hang out. So without further ado on that, thank you so much. I love you hanging out with you guys. Okay. All right. We'll see everybody later.
Thanks, TJ. See you later, man.
Later,
night.
everybody.
See ya.
Bye.